Hey, what's up, guys? Oh man, I'm coming to you with some updates about what's going on in my life. I know I've been gone forever. Hope you can hear me. I'm using a mic and I pulled it a little closer to my face. I had some complaints last time that people couldn't hear me, so I'm hoping you can this time. So, okay, where do I start with this? So I did move out from my last place into a new place, which is just so much better than our last place. And yeah, it's great. Unfortunately, when I did move, I had to pull out a lot of stuff that just wasn't moving. I mean, I didn't have to, but I wanted to just move those slower moving items out of my store. So I went from like a 150 something store to right now I got it up to like 109, and that's just with adding a couple items like from yesterday. So yeah, we lived there for 4 years and accumulated just some stuff, and you know, after the third year of something not selling, I just kind of wanted to see it gone. Okay, so I haven't really listed, well, I listed a few things this month, but I really haven't listed since like March because I was going on my vacation in early April, and then as soon as we got back from our vacation, it was just a short, like 4 day thing. And when we got back, we basically immediately had to put all of our energy into moving out of the last place. And so it was just kind of, even though we really didn't move that far away, it was just a big move because of the situation that we were in. Sorry. Anyway, okay, so as soon as we moved in, within a couple days, I lost my phone that I listed with. It was an iPhone SE. I loved it. I was kind of emotionally attached to it. I don't know why. But yeah, it was just the phone, of course, like everyone uses their phone for everything now. I used it for you know, everything on eBay, everything in my life, and so yeah. And anyway, that weekend that I lost it in like the dumbest way possible. Like I kind of just like dropped it in a road, and I didn't realize that I had dropped it until later. Like I was at my house and I was kind of looking around the house for it, and yeah, I don't even know what happened to it. I think someone found it and took it out of the OtterBox and stole it. Uh, I don't even know. So it doesn't matter. I have a backup phone right now, but it's not the greatest for listing. It's just cracked to pieces. It's like my husband's old iPhone 5C, so it doesn't take good pictures. I can't totally see through the glass sometimes, and it's just awful. So, on top of that, I did order a new phone after someone said that they could get me a phone, and then they couldn't get me the phone, so I was waiting on that for a little while. And then I just said, screw it, I'm going to go get me a phone. And I decided on a phone, but the phone just came out. It's like a Pixel 3a, and it came out last week or 2 weeks ago, and I ordered it within a few days of it coming out, not realizing how long it would take to get to me. It's like on back order for a couple of weeks, so I'm still using the backup iPhone 5C. And so I don't really know when I'm getting my new phone. I was really hoping to get really hard back into listing, but the things that I have listed just have terrible photos. Yeah, so life really hasn't moved as quickly as I hoped it was. And there's been a couple other misfortunes I've had this month. Like, I've just been dumped on this month. It's just like one thing after another. So, yeah, it's just one of those months. Anyway, I think that's just about it. Everything I wanted to mention. Um, yeah, so I guess we'll move on to, these are March sales. I have maybe a few. I did do all right in March. Um, I, I stopped listing in March, so that's why there's not a whole lot of sales. And then there's a couple of Etsy sales. So, okay, so this first sweater, I sold it for $30, not 40, and I bought it for $4 at Goodwill. Goodwill had it on like the end of a rack, and I saw it and I was like, "Oh, that definitely looks vintage. That is awesome looking. Someone's going to want that." And it's definitely like an 80s ski sweater. It looks awesome. People that I knew mentioned that it looked like R2D2. So, yeah, if you see these head sweaters and they're like spell out sweaters like this, it does say head on the side in kind of a weird way. I think the H starts like there. Anyway, yeah, you might sit on them for a few months. I really didn't sit on this for that long, maybe a couple months. But yeah, $4 into 30, not bad. Next item is just a small soldier CD. It was sealed. I came upon a bunch of sealed CDs at a Goodwill, paid $1 for each, and this is the only one that's sold, unfortunately. It did pay for all of the CDs though. I paid like 15 for all the CDs I bought, and this one CD paid for all of them. Now, if we could just get some of the other CDs moving, that'd be super. But anyway, the guy that got this, he really liked it, so it did sell for 20 plus the shipping. I think this is kind of a more rare CD for a movie that didn't do all that well when it came out. Oh, paid $1. This is something I think I paid 10 cents for. If not 10 cents, no more than a quarter. I remember not paying very much at all. It was at a garage sale, and I picked it up, and I was like, this. I was kind of getting into blow molds at the time, and I was thinking this might be like something someone may like a blow mold. Like, if they like blow molds, they might like this, but it was really more of a hard plastic, really not a blow mold. I thought it might be a blow mold because of the hollow interior, but it wasn't really. It was more like just a Chinese piece of crap. But it was kind of cool though. Like, I mean, it looked like a real candle. But someone eventually paid me $10 with free shipping on it, so it wasn't like some huge score, but hey, I mean, for the price I paid, it wasn't bad. Next item is a Tool shirt. If you ever see Tool, Tool is a band, and they have a huge, huge following. Not even a cult following, just a huge mainstream following. And this shirt did have some flaws. There was a hole there. It had some pilling. But after a few months, someone did buy it. Now, this is the new school logo. If you ever see the old school logo, the older logo doesn't have the letters connecting. And I hate this logo because it looks like it's saying fool instead of tool. But hey, I'm not Tool and I'm not making the millions like they are, so I guess I know what they're doing. Yeah, so I bought this at Goodwill for $2 and turned it into, I don't think I got 20 for it. Let me check. No. I got I got 16, I'm sorry. So 2 into 16, not terrible. This was, okay, so I bought a huge lot of these glasses that were all like this National Flag Foundation, and I just did not want to list them. I think I bought them for a few bucks at a garage sale, and I think some elderly people had them. And they were in my closet for like a year, and finally I just wanted to make the space, and I got rid of all of the glasses except for this one, because this flag tends to be popular. with some people, and I knew it would sell eventually. It did take quite a while, probably at least 6 months, but it did sell. So I don't even know how much I would have paid for this. Probably around a quarter into 14. Not a great sale. I probably wouldn't pick this up again, but hey, at least it's gone. So these are really, really cool. They're These pictures don't even really do this these glasses justice. They're just beautiful. I think they were hand painted by an artist. Last name is Procope. And if you ever see Arabia of Finland, definitely pick it up. Very, very good brand. And these weren't very hard to ship. They're like flat mugs. Flat mugs are kind of like on the shorter side. One of them did have this large chip here, but I had them up for maybe a month before they sold, and I got them at a Goodwill for only 60 cents. And I didn't know the name brand beforehand. I just saw that it was Finland, and I'm like, oh, well, if it's made in Finland, it's gotta be something. So I think I did a quick comp lookup, and I was seeing just a bunch of different good prices. So for 60 cents a piece, I took a chance, and they turned into 23. So that's not terrible. And like I said, even though they're breakables, they weren't hard to ship at all. Next item is these Kate Spade eyeglass cases. If you ever see these eyeglass cases, just, yeah, even though they don't have the eyeglasses with them, absolutely pick them up. This is the underside of them. They're just gorgeous. They would be very cute to have like on the side of your bed or whatever. Uh, and I have sold one of these before. I found one at a thrift store for like $1, and I mean it sold for like 15 within the week. I think, okay, I definitely could have gotten at least 25 or 30 for these two. I don't know why I sold it for so cheap, but $20 got them sold within the next day. And I got these from that huge crowded garage sale that I love going to every year. I mean, they just have so much like just good stuff everywhere. I mean, if you can stand the crowd, it's worth it to go to if you are in Baton Rouge. I got these for $1. They were, I think they were put together. And I guess people just think like, oh, eyeglass cases, no one wants these for more than a couple bucks. Not true with Kate Spade. And there's some other ones, but Kate Spade eyeglass cases, they definitely go for money. And they're easy to ship. Next item is this dinosaur model. I also got this at the same garage sale, the super crowded one. And I'm not sure what kind of dinosaur this is because on the front they show like a T-Rex, right? And you would think that's what the model is, but then you look at the pieces and you are like, wait, what? So this was from 1993. I guess it was part of their kids club from British Airways. I got like a huge like pack of ephemera at that garage sale, and I saw a couple good things in it. So I really didn't know that this would sell. I just threw it up for $10, and within a week, someone bought it. So, and they gave me good feedback, and they said they loved it. So very cool. I don't know how common these are, but dinosaur models, awesome. Yeah, and it did sell for 10. These Carhartt overalls did not do very well for me. They sold for only $25. I took an offer because I just had them for so long, and because they were like, I get 45, 34. If someone could tell me, is that like a weird men's size? I'm not super familiar with men's sizes. Like, I know what my husband wears and what's a smaller size. They seem like a bigger size to me, but I don't know. So I just marketed it as scarecrow, work pants, bib overalls. I think what did hurt it is this like chicken embroidery. I thought it was super cool, but someone especially maybe like a guy maybe wouldn't want that on their overalls. That's the only thing I can think of as of why it wasn't a huge seller for me. And it also didn't say Carhartt on the front at all. I mean, you could see Carhartt there on the buttons, but you really had to look on the tag to see that it was Carhartt. Anyway, I bought them. I paid up for them like $7. They did sell eventually, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was just the patch. Anyway, last eBay item is this was a personal item that I had, and it was for my little dog. He's about the size of a pug or a Shih Tzu. He's actually related closely to those dogs. I mean, his breed is. So I knew it would fit those kind of dogs, and those dogs are more popular than the breed of my dog. So yeah, I bought these at a garage sale a long time ago, and I really thought the Ozzy Osbourne one was cool, and he wore it a couple times, but I really didn't use them that much, and I just decided before the move that I would put them up and see how well they did. I think within the month they sold. So, yeah, so $16. And the eBay item, okay, this is a giant mistake. Okay, I'm gonna come back to that one because I'm gonna tell the story a little bit more. So this is just a Care Bears gift boxes. I bought these for super cheap at a Goodwill. I think they were half price, so I want to say that they were 30 cents a piece, and I bought several of them. This was the first one to sell, though, even though I had them up well before Christmas on eBay and Etsy. I think what I should have done is just allotted them all together, and someone probably would have loved to buy all of them at one time to give out as gifts. Instead, I had the bright idea to make even more money on them. Which hasn't really worked out for me. Someone just bought a second one, so they are selling, but unfortunately this one went with free shipping, so it sold for $10 with free shipping, which cost me like $5 or $6, and yeah, I only made a couple dollars on it. Now the one I just sold on eBay, that one sold for 10 plus shipping, so at least I learned a lesson there. They're just a little heavier than I thought they were, I guess. But super, super, super cute. I'm going to show the pictures on these because I just love them. It's like one of those items where I'm like, maybe I could just keep them and put all the gifts in there. But yeah, it's hard to keep everything. And then the con sweatshirt. Okay, so I love this sweatshirt, but it was kind of a weird one in which I wasn't sure if this was official Converse product because of the tag. It was definitely vintage. I thought maybe Converse could have put their name on another sweatshirt's brand, possibly. So I didn't know what to do with it, but I put it up for a high price, and it sat and sat and sat. This sat for 8 or 9 months, probably. Cons is a sneaker label that they put out in the late 80s, early 90s, I believe. And you can actually see Zach from Saved by the Bell wearing these Cons sneakers. And it was like basketball shoes for basketball players. And yeah, they stopped making them after just a few years. But anyway, someone from Japan bought it for, oh man, for 45. And unfortunately, Etsy refused to let me print the label for it because he wrote it because it was in English and kanji. And Etsy wasn't understanding the kanji, and when I tried to modify the address, it wasn't pulling up with the kanji. Kanji is Japanese writing. I mean, if that's not obvious. But yeah, so I couldn't modify it. And so what I should have done is just ask the buyer to see if he could edit it so I could print the label, because what ended up happening is I went to the post office thinking they could help me out with the address, but they were just, all they would do is tell me to write it out on the package, and in English and send it out. I mean, they were just absolutely no help. I don't know why. I expected real help from the post office, but yeah. So I may have to give this person their money back because it is still in transit. But anyway, that's the story. So yeah, it's mid-May and it's still in transit. So I have a bad feeling about this. They haven't contacted me about it, but I just I don't know. So yeah, that's all my sales for March. I am going to make a April sales video and kind of catch up with things. And then once I get my new phone, I'll be making more thrift hauls or even like going out to garage sales and stuff. I'm just kind of like waiting on life to settle down a little bit because things have just gotten overwhelming. Um, but anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking with me. And yeah, thanks. Bye.